here at the 7th Annual World Shipping China Summit in Guangzhou, China, and our guest is Don Krusel, the President and CEO of the Prince Rupert Port Authority. Prince Rupert obviously being a port that is the closest port to Asia on the Great Circle Route, and therefore providing a competitive transit time into the North American interior. Don, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
Don, can you give us an idea of the growth that Prince Rupert has experienced since you started, and also what 2011 is looking like for you guys, at least as it stands right here?
Yes, well, it's been actually a very encouraging growth. I mean, we have been now open for 3 years, and we've gone from zero to, we should end the year around 350,000 TEUs, and we've been experiencing on average per annum growth of about 40% per annum. And this year it's just under 40%. Last year was well over 60%. So we're very pleased with the type of growth, and the growth continues month over month over month when we compare it to prior year statistics. How 2011 is shaping up, we still have a lot of capacity. We used to talk about the capacity of Fairview Terminal in Prince Rupert as being 500,000 TEUs a year. We now believe that capacity is almost 750 to 800,000 TEUs. So we still have a lot of capacity to market, and that's what we're doing here in Asia. We are getting the word out that there's still lots of room at the terminal, lots of room at the port for further expansion. We're trying to attract more liners and more carriers into Prince Rupert. We see still positive growth in the marketplace for us.
How many services do you have calling at Prince Rupert today?
We have 2 services led by the COSCO CYH Alliance and the CKYH Alliance, and as I say, we're looking to fill up those slots with more carriers.
When do you think you'll be able to announce another carrier? It's been the COSCO group that came in at the beginning, and obviously you've had quite a bit of discussions with other carriers in the time since you've opened.
Discussions are going on almost on a continuous basis, and as I'm sure everyone can appreciate, these are times when it's a big commitment for a carrier to make changes in their service, and those discussions are very positive, and they are wide-ranging with a number of carriers. And as I've said before, you know, it could be next week, it could be next month, but I'm very confident, based on the discussions that have taken place so far, that because of the interest, that we're not too far off from an announcement.
Just a question from the BCO perspective. Obviously, if your cargo lands at Prince Rupert, maybe 40 hours or more, you can give me the specific number, before it would land at a U.S. West Coast port, immediately goes on its way into Chicago or into Memphis. You're going to experience a significant transit time advantage. Are you paying a premium for that? Is Prince Rupert considered a premium service?
No, well, it's a premium service from the perspective of the service that one receives. There's no doubt about it. We hear again and again from the shippers that their containers are arriving at their destination points in North America 3, in some cases 7 days sooner than they have been experiencing in the past as a result of them moving their containers through Prince Rupert. So the service is no doubt a premium service. But what we're also hearing is that it's a cost-effective service as well. And so all around, we feel it's a win-win service offering to all the participants in the supply chain.
We're heading into the winter months where up in your part of the world it starts to get cold and occasionally it snows. What's been the experience since you opened the terminal in terms of winter rail issues?
Well, I appreciate that question, because it's, I think, a perception that because Prince Rupert is so far north that there are winter issues. In fact, Prince Rupert is the climate in the port of Prince Rupert is a very moderate climate. It's warmed by the Japanese current. So, for example, I have been living in Prince Rupert for well over 20 years, and there's only been about 3 or 4 Christmases that we've actually experienced snow on the ground in Prince Rupert. And so we get a lot more rain than we get snow, even in the months of January. So the actual climatic zone at the port is not an issue. Furthermore, as the trains travel inland from Prince Rupert, because the valleys that the rail system goes through is a very wide valley, there are not the same issues that some other corridors experience with regards to snow slides and such close to the railway. We have a very favorable experience in the winter months. Sometimes, like all corridors, we face some very cold temperatures in the inland destinations, and during those periods of time, the rail line, the rail system has to have shorter trains because of the cold weather. But that usually occurs for a 1-week period, perhaps at the most, during the winter months. We have experienced very positive winter scheduling through all winters that we've experienced so far.
Great. Don, thank you very much. We've been talking to Don Krusel, the President and CEO of the Prince Rupert Port Authority. Thank you for your time this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Bye-bye.